Can three dimes from different decades reveal America's changing spirit? Join us as we contrast the 1989, 1994, and 2004 US one-dime coins, each echoing a unique moment in time with its own distinct flair. In the quiet hum of the late 1980s, amid an era of subtle change and quiet innovation, the U.S. Mint diligently produced coins meant for everyday circulation, their production a background hum of industry and routine. Among these coins was the humble one dime, its design a familiar symbol of American tradition. Yet, in a twist of fate and chance, a minute error had woven itself into the coin's very fabric, a misalignment in the die that had resulted in an almost imperceptible double impression. This imperfection, born out of the relentless pace of minting and the precision demanded by each strike, soon became a quiet anomaly, its existence known only to those who looked ever so carefully at history cast in metal. Years later, as collectors turned their eyes toward the subtle mysteries of numismatics, one particular coin would whisper its secret to a dedicated enthusiast. This collector, whose passion for coins was matched only by his unwavering patience, found himself poring over a faded collection inherited from a bygone era. His fingers traced the contours of the dime, a simple relic from 1989, and it was then that he noticed something unusual, a faint duplication in the embossed design, as if the coin were reflecting on itself. The lines on the face of the coin, normally precise and unyielding, now danced with a slight ambiguity. This seemingly trivial anomaly stirred a deep sense of wonder and trepidation within him. He recalled late-night research sessions, poring over archives and mint records, and realized that what he had in hand might be more than a common coin, it was a gateway into a hidden chapter of minting history. In quiet libraries and dusty archival rooms, the journey to uncover the coin's backstory took on the quality of an unfolding mystery. The historical records, scattered across volumes and rarely visited documents, hinted at the intense pressure under which the U.S. Mint operated during that era. Every day, thousands of coins were produced, each one expected to carry the mark of perfection. Yet, amid that relentless quest for uniformity, the error had slipped through unnoticed, a misaligned die, a fleeting moment of imperfection that would later reveal itself as an emblem of rarity. The collector learned that the very error on his dime was not merely an aesthetic flaw but an unintended signature of a moment in time, encapsulating both the human element behind mass production and the unpredictable nature of mechanical processes. As months passed, the collector's investigation deepened. His initial curiosity transformed into a passion that bordered on obsession. He began to track the coin's journey through time, from its obscure origins to its eventual recognition among seasoned numismatists. At auctions and coin shows, whispers circulated about a particular error that was becoming the subject of fervent discussion. The coin's value, once relegated to a mere nominal face value, had begun to climb, hinting at a deeper connection between rarity and historical significance. This steady rise was not without its moments of suspense. There were periods when the market was uncertain, when collectors questioned whether the error was truly rare or merely a transient anomaly. Yet, every clue and every incremental sale reinforced the narrative: this was no ordinary coin, and its value was inextricably linked to the story of its creation and the serendipity of its error. Within the intricate details of the dime, every element began to take on a dual meaning. The double impression was more than just a manufacturing mistake, it was a symbol of transformation. The misaligned imprint not only duplicated the design but seemed to evoke an echo of the era itself, a subtle reminder of the complexities of mass production in a rapidly changing world. As experts weighed in, their analyses grew increasingly intricate, each detail scrutinized under magnification and compared with historical documentation. The collector, meanwhile, found himself in the midst of passionate debates, where every nuance of the error was discussed and celebrated. It was as if the coin, with its quiet imperfection, had assumed a role in the broader narrative of American industry, challenging the very notion that only flawless objects could hold true value. The evolution of the coin's value was as fascinating as its physical characteristics. Initially, collectors regarded the coin as an oddity, a minor blemish on an otherwise ordinary piece of currency. Over time, however, as more examples of the error surfaced and historical records confirmed its uniqueness, the dime began to command attention in auction rooms and private collections. Its worth, once measured in mere cents or a modest premium above face value, started to climb, hinting at a deeper connection between rarity and the passing of time. The market, reflecting both excitement and uncertainty, saw fluctuations that mirrored the coin's mysterious journey. Moments of skepticism were interspersed with bursts of fervent buying, as enthusiasts recognized that this error carried with it a story that transcended simple monetary value. Amid the growing excitement and heightened interest, an unexpected twist began to emerge, a revelation that transformed the collector's understanding of his prized possession. Detailed examinations under high magnification revealed that the error was not solely the result of a mechanical misalignment. Hidden within the subtle curves of the double impression was an almost imperceptible secondary engraving, a minute symbol that had been stamped alongside the familiar design. Some speculated that this extra mark was an inadvertent remnant of a test die used during an experimental phase, while others believed it hinted at a deliberate experiment never intended for circulation. This newfound detail introduced an element of enigma that added layers to the coin's narrative, prompting a re-evaluation of its place in numismatic history. This revelation cast the coin in an entirely new light, deepening its allure and further cementing its status as a piece of living history. The collector, once driven solely by the thrill of discovery, now found himself navigating a labyrinth of academic debates, market speculation, and personal reflection. His once modest dime had transformed into a symbol of the unforeseen interplay between precision and error, a testament to the idea that even flaws can hold immeasurable value. As discussions grew more animated in coin clubs and on online forums, experts began to trace the origins of the extra engraving, examining mint logs and interviewing former mint workers. The narrative of the 1989 dime error, now intertwined with whispers of experimental techniques and secret trials, resonated as a powerful reminder of how an accidental misstep could redefine the worth of a simple object.
Every day, millions of coins pass through our hands, jingling in pockets, scattered in drawers, or lining the bottoms of purses. But what if one of those coins, a simple nickel minted in 1994, could be worth hundreds of thousands, or even millions, of dollars? It sounds far-fetched, but it's entirely possible. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and sometimes, the most ordinary-looking coins hold extraordinary value. Let's talk about the 1994 U.S. nickel. At first glance, it seems like any other nickel. It features Thomas Jefferson on the front, the iconic Monticello building on the back, and weighs in at 5 grams. But hidden within this seemingly ordinary coin lies a mystery, a treasure trove of rare errors and valuable anomalies waiting to be discovered. To understand why this nickel could be worth a fortune, it's important to know a little about how coins are made. The minting process is highly precise, but it's not perfect. Mistakes happen, and those mistakes, known as mint errors, are where the magic begins. These errors transform regular coins into collector's items, sometimes worth thousands of times their face value. So, what kind of errors should you look for in a 1994 nickel? One of the most common, and valuable, is the off-center strike. This occurs when the blank coin, or planchet, isn't properly aligned with the dies that stamp the design. Instead of a clean, centered image, you get a coin where part of the design is missing, creating a unique look. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin becomes. Then there's the double die error, where parts of the coin's design appear doubled. This can happen on the obverse, featuring Jefferson's profile, or the reverse, showing Monticello. These doubling effects are often subtle, like an extra ridge on a letter or a faint shadow of Jefferson's eye. But for collectors, these tiny imperfections can mean big money. Another fascinating error is the wrong planchet error. This happens when a coin is struck on a blank meant for another denomination or even another country's coin. Imagine finding a 1994 nickel that's the size and composition of a penny or a dime. Such errors are incredibly rare, and when they do appear, collectors are willing to pay top dollar to add them to their collections. Let's not forget die cracks and cuts, tiny imperfections caused by damage to the stamping dies themselves. These errors might look like a jagged line running across the coin or a raised blob of metal along the edge. While less dramatic than off-center strikes or doubling, these errors are still highly sought after. Now, you might be wondering, how can you tell if your 1994 nickel is special? The first step is to examine it closely. Use a magnifying glass or a digital microscope to look for any irregularities. Pay attention to the edges, lettering, and fine details of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello. Even a small imperfection can significantly increase a coin's value. One collector, for example, stumbled upon a double die reverse on a 1994 nickel while sorting through a jar of loose change. At first, it looked like any other nickel, but upon closer inspection, they noticed subtle doubling in the word Monticello. That tiny detail turned a 5-cent piece into a coin worth several $100s. Another collector found an off-center 1994 nickel at a flea market. It had been sitting in a box of old coins, overlooked by countless people. When they had it appraised, the coin was valued at over $1,000, an incredible return for a casual find. Stories like these show that valuable coins can turn up anywhere. They could be hiding in your change jar, a box of old family keepsakes, or even a handful of coins from your local convenience store. But it's not just individual finds that make the 1994 nickel fascinating. The year itself holds significance for collectors. By 1994, the U.S. Mint had adopted advanced technology to improve the accuracy of its coin production, making errors less common. That rarity makes any mistakes from this year even more valuable. And then there are the true showstoppers, the coins with errors so rare and dramatic that they make headlines. One of the most famous examples is a 1994 nickel struck on a foreign planchet. Instead of the standard copper-nickel composition, this coin was struck on a planchet intended for a coin from another country. When it went to auction, it sold for tens of thousands of dollars. Even more extraordinary are coins with unique, one-of-a-kind errors. Imagine a 1994 nickel where Jefferson's profile is almost unrecognizable due to a severe die error, or a coin with both an off-center strike and doubling on the reverse. These coins are the holy grail for collectors, and their value can skyrocket into 6 or even 7 figures. So, how can you ensure you don't miss out on a potential treasure? First, educate yourself. Learn about the different types of errors and what they look like. Online resources, books, and coin collecting forums are great places to start. Second, invest in the right tools. A good magnifying glass, a pair of coin gloves, and a storage solution to keep your finds safe are essential. Handling your coins properly is crucial because even a tiny scratch can decrease their value. Third, consider having your coins professionally graded and certified. Services like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, can authenticate your coin and assign it a grade based on its condition and rarity. A certified coin is more appealing to buyers and can fetch a higher price at auction. And speaking of auctions, knowing where to sell your coins is just as important as knowing how to find them. Online platforms like eBay can connect you with buyers, but local coin shops and specialty auctions are also excellent options. Just make sure to do your research and get multiple appraisals to ensure you're getting the best value for your treasure. As you delve deeper into the world of coin collecting, you'll discover that it's about more than just money. It's a journey of discovery, a chance to uncover hidden history and connect with a community of like-minded enthusiasts. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, the thrill of finding a rare coin is an experience like no other. And remember, the next time you're sifting through a handful of change, don't overlook the nickels. Among them could be a 1994 gem waiting to change your life. Every coin tells a story, and with a little curiosity and attention to detail, you might just find a story worth far more than 5 cents. Keep your eyes sharp, your tools ready, and your passion for discovery alive. Who knows? The treasure you seek could be hiding in plain sight, right in your pocket.
In 2004, the U.S. Mint was immersed in a period of technological transformation and relentless innovation, striving to balance the heritage of classic design with modern production methods. Amid the hum of state-of-the-art machinery and the rigorous protocols designed to ensure perfect precision, a solitary dime emerged with a secret flaw, a misaligned double impression that would later be celebrated as a rare anomaly. This coin, produced in the midst of sweeping procedural updates and intense production schedules, silently bore the mark of a momentary lapse in the otherwise immaculate process. A subtle echo of the torch and olive branch, normally rendered in crisp relief, was duplicated with a ghostly second strike that lingered beneath the surface, almost imperceptible yet undeniably present. It was a quiet defiance of routine, a transient whisper of imperfection that would come to captivate those with an eye for the extraordinary. A seasoned collector, whose life had been defined by the pursuit of numismatic rarities, encountered this dime in an unexpected twist of fate. In a modest coin show tucked away in a familiar corner of a bustling city, his practiced gaze caught the anomaly, a faint, nearly invisible double image that set this coin apart from its flawless counterparts. Initially, it appeared to be a routine specimen from a prolific series, but as he held it delicately between his fingers, the coin's unusual character began to unfold before him. The collector's heart pounded with a mix of disbelief and excitement as he traced the delicate contours where the second impression overlapped the original design. Every rotation under the soft glow of a desk lamp revealed more subtle layers, each whispering hints of a hidden story behind the error. This was not merely an accidental misstrike, it was a serendipitous intersection of art and anomaly, a tangible reminder that even in an age of precision, the unpredictable nature of creation still had its place. Determined to understand the origin of this mysterious error, the collector embarked on a meticulous journey through historical records and mint archives. He discovered that during a phase of intense modernization at the Mint, an experimental die had been briefly introduced as part of a trial meant to enhance efficiency without sacrificing quality. This die, though promising in theory, proved to be a double-edged sword. In the haste to integrate new methods and meet soaring production demands, a singular error slipped through, a misalignment in the die's engraving process that left behind a ghostly duplicate of the iconic design elements. The records, though sparse and fragmented by time and administrative oversight, hinted at the die's potential to revolutionize minting practices, a secret trial that was abruptly shelved when the error was detected. In those quiet, dusty pages, the coin's backstory began to emerge as a layered narrative of ambition, technological risk, and an unexpected byproduct of progress. As whispers of this error coin spread through the numismatic community, its value began a subtle, almost imperceptible ascent. In the early days, the coin was seen by many as a mere curiosity, a minor blemish in an otherwise immaculate series. Yet, as experts started to recognize the error's unique aesthetic and historical significance, interest grew. Auctions that once featured mundane dimes now drew fervent attention whenever a specimen of the error appeared. Bidders, aware of the coin's delicate backstory and the rigorous research that attested to its rarity, began to place increasingly high offers. Its market value, like the layered impressions on its surface, evolved gradually. The coin's worth was no longer measured solely in its metallic composition or face value but in the intangible allure of its mistake, a narrative that celebrated the fallibility of even the most advanced systems and the unforeseen beauty that such flaws could impart. In hushed discussions among seasoned collectors and historians, the error was dissected with an almost reverent fascination. Detailed examinations revealed that the second strike was not a random misprint but a deliberate, albeit unintentional, layering of design. Under magnification, experts observed how the extra impression subtly deepened the shadows on the reverse, lending the coin an unexpected three-dimensional quality. The duplicate image, far from detracting from the coin's aesthetic, enhanced it in a manner that blurred the boundaries between error and artistry. Some argued that the overlapping design, by creating a faint but distinct play of light and shadow, transformed the coin into a miniature canvas of historical and technological dialogue, a relic that captured the very essence of change in the modern age of minting. Then, as the collector delved even deeper into the mystery, a startling revelation emerged. Alongside the familiar records of the experimental die, hidden memos hinted at a covert project, a secret trial aimed at testing a revolutionary die preparation technique that was destined to be abandoned after a single, fateful run. This twist in the coin's narrative turned it from an isolated mistake into a symbol of a bold, yet unfulfilled, vision of progress. The error coin was not simply a flawed piece of metal, it was a silent witness to an abandoned chapter of innovation, a tangible echo of an experiment that dared to redefine the future of coin production. This discovery imbued the coin with an almost mythic quality, transforming it into a relic that represented both the promise and the inherent unpredictability of technological advancement. As the years passed, the coin's journey through the numismatic world became emblematic of the delicate interplay between imperfection and perfection. The collector, who had first recognized its singular beauty, began to share his findings with fellow enthusiasts, igniting a broader discussion about the value of errors in a system obsessed with uniformity. His detailed accounts of the coin's unique double impression, along with the painstaking documentation of its physical nuances, the way a second strike had enriched the overall design, served as a beacon for a new generation of collectors. They came to see the error not as a defect to be hidden away, but as a celebrated anomaly, a cherished marker of a pivotal moment when the relentless drive for modernity encountered the unpredictable charm of human error. In quiet, intimate gatherings and spirited debates at auction houses, the coin's story continued to evolve. Every careful examination, every whispered theory about the experimental die, and every revelation about the hidden trial added layers to its enigmatic legacy. The coin, with its subtle yet profound imperfection, became a metaphor for the beauty that can arise from mistakes, a reminder that even in a world governed by precise engineering, the unexpected can become a priceless treasure. It stood as an enduring testament to the idea that innovation is not solely the product of flawless execution, but often the result of the daring to venture into uncharted territory, even when that path is marked by unforeseen errors. If you loved uncovering the secrets of these dimes, hit like and drop a comment with your thoughts. Subscribe now for more riveting coin stories. Next, we're about to unveil a piece that bridges past and present in a truly unexpected way.